We have seen how parents can act with wisdom. Now, let's look at the long term benefits of stopping rivalry early. Because rivalry is not just about childhood, it shapes adulthood, it shapes families, it shapes society. And when parents break the cycle of hate, they build a legacy of love. Children who learn respect with siblings grow into adults who respect others. They enter the workplace with better teamwork. They enter friendships with less jealousy. They enter marriages with more patience. Why? Because their first training ground, the sibling relationship, was guided with love. On the other hand, children who grow up in the rivalry often carry bitterness into adulthood. They may struggle with trust. They may compete with everyone. They may find it hard to share success. So, stopping rivalry is not just about peace at home today. It's about preparing children for healthy adult life tomorrow. Healthier emotional growth. Sibling harmony gives children a safe space to grow. They don't waste energy competing for love. They don't carry the burden of comparison. Instead, they focus on building confidence. This emotional safety creates resilience. Children are more secure in who they are. They are less likely to doubt themselves. They are less likely to feel invisible. Emotional growth is easier in an atmosphere of peace. Parents who stop rivalry give their children a priceless gift, freedom to grow without fear. Lifelong family unity. One of the greatest benefits of stopping rivalry is long-term unity. Families that build love early enjoy connection later. Siblings who learn to respect each other remain close as adults. They support each other in life's challenges. They celebrate each other's success. They stay connected even when parents are gone. But families that allow rivalries to grow often break apart. Holidays become cold. Gatherings feel tense. Adult siblings drift away. So stopping rivalry is not just a parenting choice. It is a family investment, an investment that pays off for decades. Stress in the home. Parents also benefit when rivalry is reduced. A home filled with constant fighting is stressful. Parents feel exhausted, drained, and frustrated. But when children learn cooperation, the home atmosphere changes. Peace replaces chaos. Joy replaces tension. Parents feel stronger, calmer, and more connected to their kids. Reduced stress helps everyone. Parents live longer, healthier lives. Children grow in security. The whole family thrives. A model for future parenting. Children copy what they see. If they grow up in a home where rivalry is ignored, they may repeat the same pattern when raising their own children. But if they grow up in a home where conflict was guided with wisdom, they will likely do the same. Stopping rivalry today does not just affect this generation, it affects the next generation. It affects the next. Children who experience fairness are more likely to raise fair children. The cycle continues, but in the right direction. Greater self-confidence for each child. Every child wants to feel valuable. Rivalry destroys that. It says you are not enough. But when rivalry is taught, each child feels seen. This builds self-confidence. Confident children don't need to fight for attention. They don't need to prove their worth every day. They know they are loved as they are. Self-confidence created in the home becomes strength in the world. Children face challenges with courage. They believe in their abilities. They respect others without losing themselves. Better conflict resolution skills. Conflict is part of life. No one escapes it. But children who learn to resolve sibling rivalry with guidance develop lifelong skills. They learn how to listen. They learn how to compromise. They learn how to control emotions. They learn how to walk away when necessary. Self-confidence Confidence. Confident children don't need to fight for attention. They don't need to prove their worth every day. They know they are loved as they are. Self-confidence created in the home becomes strength in the world. Children face challenges with courage. They believe in their abilities. They respect others without losing themselves. Better conflict resolution skills. Conflict is part of life. No one escapes it. But children who learn to resolve sibling rivalry with guidance develop lifelong skills. They learn how to listen. They learn how to compromise. They learn how to control emotions. They learn how to walk away when necessary. These skills serve them everywhere, in schools, in friendships, in careers, in marriage. So when parents stop rivalry, they are not just creating harmony. They are training skilled problem solvers. Safer emotional environments. Many children carry hidden scares from rivalry. Words spoken in anger stay in the hearts. Feelings of favoritism stay in the memory. But when rivalry is reduced, children feel safe. They know their sibling is not their enemy. They know they can relax in their own home. A safe emotional environment is as important as food and shelter. It builds stronger minds. It reduces anxiety. It allows children to enjoy childhood without fear of constant attack. The legacy of love. In the end, this is the greatest benefit of all. When parents stop rivalry, they leave behind a legacy of unity, a legacy of love, a legacy of where brothers and sisters stand together instead of apart. This legacy outlives the parents. It outlives childhood. It becomes part of the family story, a story where siblings don't hate, don't compete, don't destroy, but instead support, uplift, and cherish each other. So, we have seen how rivalry damages children. We've seen the mistakes parents must avoid. We've explored practical solutions. And now we have seen the long-term benefits of stopping hate between kids. So now we have looked at rivalry in the home. We've seen myths, truths, and solutions. But rivalry does not stay locked inside four walls. It grows, it spreads, it influences society. Stopping hate between kids is not just about family peace. It's about building a stronger future for everyone. Let's understand why this truly matters. And if you have watched up to this moment, hit the subscription button. It will encourage me to do more. Families shape societies. Every society is built on families. When families are peaceful, societies grow in peace. When families are divided, societies feel that division. Sibling rivalry is not just a household issue. It is a seed of community behavior. Children who grow in rivalry often carry competition, jealousy, and hostility into schools, workplaces, and communities. Stopping rivalry builds children who can cooperate in the wider world. It builds citizens who knows respect, fairness, and unity. Rivalry teaches social patterns. Children practice relationships first at home. If they practice rivalry, they repeat rivalry. If they practice cooperation, they repeat cooperation. Sibling relationships become the template for friendships, teamwork, and leadership. A child who learns to resolve conflict with siblings will likely resolve conflict at work, in school, in society. So every rival left unchecked becomes a lesson, good or bad. Parents must choose wise. Lesson society we inherit. Parents must choose which lesson society we inherit. Reducing violence in the future. Many forms of violence begin with unchecked anger. Rivalry that teaches hate can prepare children for more aggressive behavior later. But when rivalry is reduced, children learn non-violent solutions. They learn that words can be stronger than fists. They learn that respect can win over aggression. So, stopping rivalry is also a step forward. It's also a step towards reducing violence in future generations. Peace at home trends peace in the world. Building team players, not lone competitors. The world today needs teamwork. Businesses need collaboration. Communities need cooperation. Nations need unity. But rivalry creates lone competitors. People who cannot share, who cannot trust, who cannot build together. Parents who guide siblings towards unity are not just raising children. They are raising team players who will strengthen schools, workplaces, and communities. This is why stopping rivalry matters far beyond the home. Stronger future families. Children carry lessons from their home into their own families. If they grow up in rivalry, they may raise their children in the same cycle. But if they grow up in fairness, they will likely repeat fairness. If they grow up in love, they will likely repeat love. So, by stopping rivalry today, parents are shaping not only their children, but also their grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Peace becomes generational. Unity becomes legacy, reducing jealousy in the society. Jealousy is one of the biggest silent problems in the world. People compare salaries, lifestyles, and opportunities. Many feel trapped in constant competition. Where does this mindset begin? Often at home. Children who grow up in rivalry learn to measure their worth against others. They learn to compare instead of appreciate. Stopping rivalry reduces this root problem. It teaches children self-worth. It shows them they don't need to fight for attention. They already have value. This single lesson can reduce jealousy in society, one child at a time. Training future leaders with empathy. Leaders are not only people who give others, they are people who understand others. Empathy is the foundation of good leadership. Yeah. They show children how to listen, how to respect, how to consider others. These children grow up into leaders who lead with care, fairness, humanity. So yes, stopping rivalry matters for the future of leadership itself. It says, only my success matters. Parents who stop rivalry teach empathy instead. They show children how to listen, how to respect. Creating healthier communities. Communities build on respect and stronger. Neighbors support each other. Schools run smoothly. Workplaces grow with less tension. But unhealthy rivalry creates division. It creates gossip, betrayal, and mistrust. By raising children who resolve rivalry peacefully, parents are creating healthier communities. The lessons of the home ripple outward. The love of siblings becomes the cooperation of society, a foundation for global unity. Think about this. Many global problems, conflict, war, division, come from the inability to resolve rivalry on a bigger scale. Nations compete for power. Groups fight for recognition. People struggle for superiority. But if generations learn unity at home, they carry it into the world. They see differences not as threats, but as strengths. They build bridges, not walls. Stopping sibling rivalry may feel small, but in truth, it is training for global peace. The world begins at home. Why parents hold the key? In the end, the truth is clear. Parents hold key. Governments may make laws. Schools may teach subjects. But parents shape hearts. Parents set the first lessons. Parents create the first environment. By stopping rivalry, parents are not just helping their own children, they are helping society. They are helping the world. Every every act of fairness at home is a step towards fairness in the world. Every lesson of peace at home is a seed of peace in the world. So today, we have seen that building sibling rivalry is not just a family issue. It is a social issue. It is a generational issue. It is even a global issue. By stopping hate between kids, parents prepare stronger adults, healthier communities, and a more peaceful world. We are going to explore the steps parents can take to heal rivalry. We will explore something very important, the steps parents can take to heal rivalry that has already caused damage. Because sometimes rivalry has gone on for years. The good news, healing is still possible. We started by asking, why does sibling rivalry matter? We explored the danger of parental inaction. We studied the psychology of rivalry, the myths, the truth, and the mistakes, the solutions. We looked at the damage rivalry can cause in adulthood, in families, in society, and even across generations. And we discovered that healing is possible. Now, in this final part, let's bring it all together. Let's understand why this topic is urgent, what parents must never forget, how to build a legacy of love that defeats rivalry forever. Rivalry is not harmless. Parents must stop believing that rivalry is just harmless noise. Rivalry is not just a little fight. It is not just a temporal storm. Rivalry, when ignored, becomes a life-shaping force. It can shape self-worth, it can shape confidence, it can shape relationships. Recognizing that rivalry is serious is the first step to solving it. Ignoring it is the first step to letting it win. Inaction is still action. Inaction is still action. Parents often think that staying silent is neutral, but silence is not neutral. Silence is action. Silence is permission. Silence tells children this rivalry is okay. When parents refuse to act, they are still making a choice. They are choosing rivalry over peace. They are choosing distance over unity. This is why inaction is dangerous. Doing nothing fuels the problem. Doing something begins the solution. Love must be visible. Children cannot only be loved silently. They must feel it, see it, hear it. Love that is invisible feels like absence. Parents must show equal love in words, actions. They must speak it, display it, repeat it. Children grow stronger when love is not hidden but open. Visible love is rivalry's greatest enemy. Respect over comparison. Comparison is the fuel of rivalry. Respect is the cure. When parents compare, they turn children into opponents. When parents respect each child's uniqueness, they turn children into allies. Respect says you are valuable for who you are. Respect builds self-worth. Respect destroys jealousy. Respect makes rivalry powerless. Conflict is normal. Hate is not. Parents must understand that conflict will happen. Disagreements are natural, but hate should never be normal. The role of parents is not to erase conflict completely, but to guide children towards healthy solutions, to show that love is bigger than arguments, to teach that respect is bigger than anger. Allowing conflict, rejecting hate, is the foundation of healthy sibling bonds. Unity is an inheritance. Parents often think of inheritance as money, properties, or possessions. But the greatest inheritance is unity. A family that loves each other is wealth beyond money. A family that stands together is power beyond property. When parents stop rivalry, they are not just protecting today, they are creating a priceless inheritance for tomorrow. Parents as legacy builders. Every action of a parent builds a legacy. Every word, every decision, every silence becomes part of that legacy. Do you want to leave behind rivalry or unity? Do you want your children to remember fights or fairness? Do you want your family tree to grow in jealousy or in joy? Parents are legacy builders. The choice is in their hands every single day. The ripple effect of peace. Peace at home does not stay at home. It ripples outward. It flows into schools, workplaces, communities, and nations. A child who knows peace at home will seek peace in the world. A child who knows fairness at home will demand fairness in life. A child who knows love at home will share love everywhere. This ripple effect shows that stopping rivalry is not just a private matter, it is a global investment. What parents must remember? Let's summarize the core truths. Rivalry is not harmless. Inaction fuels the fire. Visible love and respect reduces the hate. Conflict is normal, but hate must never be accepted. Unity is the greatest inheritance. Parents are legacy builders. Remember these truths, and you will never forget why stopping rivalry matters. So, here is the final call. Parents, act now. Don't wait for rivalry to grow roots. Don't wait for hate to become normal. Don't wait for siblings to become strangers. Step in with fairness. Step in with love. Step in with respect. Show visible affection. Create balanced attention. Build family rituals of unity. And most importantly, never allow rivalry to define your family. Your family can be a home of peace, a circle of strength, a legacy of love. Breaking bonds begin with rivalry, but healing bonds begin with parents. The choice is clear. You can allow rivalry to plant seeds of hate, or you can water seeds of love. You can stay silent, or you can speak peace. You can ignore, or you can guide. Stopping hate between kids matters, not just for today, but for tomorrow, for generations, for the world itself. Parents hold the key. Use it wisely. Build unity. Stop rivalry. Protect love. That is the legacy worth living. And if this video resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and hit the subscription button. See you in my next video.